So thanks, first of all, to iENYRID or iENYRID for sending us this scooter. It has an 800-watt motor. It has big, beefy tires, 10-inch tires, that are pneumatic, can be pumped up. It has front and rear shock absorption. It has a light in the front, it has a brake light, and it also has these LEDs underneath it that kind of do a little light show while you're riding at night if you turn the lights on. It's got a horn, it's got a color display, it's got 3 levels of go. It's got eco mode, normal mode, and turbo mode, and they all go pretty different. There actually is a big difference between eco, normal, and turbo. We'll show you that. You can fold it up to take it around with you if you want to throw it in the back of a vehicle or something like that. And you can, as I said, you can take the seat off if you want to ride it as a stand-up scooter. The battery is a 12.5 amp hour 48-volt battery that's supposed to give you about 25 miles of range. I've got it in eco mode, which is 1. There's 1, 2, and 3, so it's eco, standard, and turbo. So I'll put it in eco for the moment, and then I'll just give the throttle a little push. And I'll be honest, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird sitting on this thing. Like, it doesn't feel as natural as standing. So you can see the seat has a spring in it, which is nice for going over bumps. And if you adjust it to the right height, it's actually a pretty comfortable seat. In eco mode, this thing is pretty slow. I'm going full speed in eco mode right now, and it's not moving very quick. So I'm gonna switch it to standard, and it's significantly faster in standard. As you can see, I'm just kind of cruising along. It's very comfortable. It's a little weird sitting down on a scooter. Like I said, that's not something I've done much before. But as far as the ergonomics go, for somebody like me who's kind of tall, it's not too bad sitting on it. I do think I'm going to prefer it without a seat, but we'll see. We'll try both, see which one I like better. So it does have a horn. That's kind of nice. It does have headlight that you can turn on and off. I think the light is on and off, and that's good for night riding and such. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like the LED lights underneath it are activated by the headlight switch. It looks like the speed limit in eco mode is 15 kilometers per hour. And then if you bump it up to standard mode, it's 30 kilometers per hour. And then if you put it in turbo mode, whoa, dang. Yeah, wow. Turbo mode is properly named. 45 kilometers an hour. Which I guess would be about 25 miles an hour. All right, so just for fun, I'm going to put it into standard mode, and I'm gonna get it going 30 kilometers an hour, and then I'm gonna hit the brakes hard and see how quickly it stops. All right, here we go. Brake test. Coming up to 30 kilometers an hour, and wow, it's pretty impressive, actually. I mean, it's got dual disc brakes, right? It's got disc brakes in the front. You can see over here, the brake right there. So it looks like the right is your front brake and the left is your rear brake. And one other nice thing is when you hit the brakes, the rear tail light comes on, the brake light, which is kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna try going over this speed bump rather slowly and just see how it feels with the seat and the shocks and everything. It does have shocks in the front. You can see these springs. And I think, yeah, it's got shock absorbers in the back too, so it's kind of designed for comfort. But going over the speed bump, I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. So just curious how it does on grass. Not gonna do too much, but just does it ride okay in the grass. And it kind of, you know, it's got lots of shock absorption. So the riding is comfortable. It's not feeling like it's getting out of control or anything, like Chris over there. But it's definitely going up a little hill, going up a hill, going up a hill. It's dying and coming down a hill. Oh, it's going fast. All right, I told Chris earlier, I feel like a senior citizen at Walmart while I'm sitting on this thing. And I think I look like one too. So I'm gonna try all 3 modes going up this little hill. It's not super steep, but we'll see how it does. So this is eco mode, and we're not getting a whole lot of head of steam, and that's about it in eco mode. Now we'll try standard mode. Got a little more momentum. Okay. Made it to the top in standard mode. Turbo mode activated. And it felt about the same as standard mode. So maybe what I should say is that in eco mode, it really won't go up a hill because it's not pushing a whole lot of power. But standard and turbo are about the same feeling to me as far as how well it went up a hill. So if you're looking for a scooter that gives you the option to either sit or stand, this is a pretty good option. Personally, I prefer standing when I'm riding on it. It feels like you have more control and you don't look quite as old, I should say. But if you want to sit, it's not bad. I was pleasantly surprised by how comfortable this seat is, especially with the shock absorber in the seat and 2 more in the scooter itself. So if you're looking for a scooter that gives you the option to either sit or stand, this is a good option because you can take the seat off or put it back on fairly easily. It's not super easy. It requires taking a few bolts out, but it can be done in a few minutes, and it is not a bad scooter while you're seated. It's actually fairly comfortable because it has a shock absorber in the seat as well as 2 in the wheels. But where it really shines is when you're standing. This thing is great to ride around on as a standing scooter. It's got plenty of power, holds up to 300 and something pounds. And so if you weigh less than that, you're gonna be golden. And you can fold it up and take it where you want. It's got an adjustable handlebar that can be raised up and down depending on whether you're sitting or standing or how tall you are. And overall seems to be pretty well built. I mean, I haven't ridden it miles and miles, but the miles I have ridden it so far have felt really good and have had a lot of fun doing it. Love to know what you think about the iENYRID M4 Pro S Plus. Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.